Let me ask you this. What do you see as problems that you need to fix? And I'm not asking you to dog anybody out or anything like that, but when you watch a tape of your show, what do you go, okay, this has got to change?
Work rate. That's
Right.
one of my biggest problems. And you can ask anybody in the locker room. If I don't like their match, I will be on them like a rabid dog. You know, that sucked. That was horrible. You know, you didn't work the crowd right. You know, you didn't work the crowd at all. Why did you do a suplex and then do a kip up after the guy who you got a suplex? Why'd you do a kip up and super kick him? Right. And why do you have to look like this person and this person? And no, you can't be that type of character. You know, no, everybody can't be Stone Cold Steve Austin. Right. You know, and
so if a guy does a lot of moves like somebody else, you tell him about it.
No, if somebody does.
I was leading in that joke, but you didn't say
Yeah,
it.
well,
So you know what I'm talking about.
I know where you're going.
Yeah, if somebody.
I see what you did
If somebody patterns their gimmick after somebody else, it really gets on my nerves.
Right.
Okay.
Keeps it on the cutting edge. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right. Who do you feel should have been nominated in the NBS awards today? I tell you, my biggest problem with what some of the people from NJW nominated was we didn't get any reasons at all from anybody. It was just this guy, and nobody would go into details of why.
Yeah. Well, I think promotion-wise, I think you should just throw everybody's promotion in there. Mm-hmm. It'd have been plain and simple. You know, you got all these promotions. Who's the best one? Plain and simple for that one. Mm-hmm. I was nominated, so I really don't have an issue with that.
Right. But both of you, I want to talk. I didn't put that on there, but I want to talk to you guys both because I think both of you got great mic skills, also. But anyways, go on.
But you know, I think I gave reasons when I
didn't.
I didn't. Mm-mm. Okay, that's probably in a hurry. Well, I should have. And I apologize for that, GW fans. I'm apologizing to the fans who deserve nominations. But you know, I just think, you know, it should have been more. You should just take a little better look at it. I mean, even if we didn't ask, you know, say, hey, this guy should have been in it because he's got good tights. He should have, you know, what's this person nominated who they're not even located in Central Illinois, but two or three of their guys were nominated because the Strive Fighter or Moab said, you know, they have good mic skills or and all that stuff. You know, they're not Central Illinois. You know, they just run an Central Illinois program show.
Right. Right. I tell both of you, I did the NBS awards to kind of set a standard of, look, there's rewards to be met because a lot of people are so concerned about their win-loss. Yeah. And I did the NBS awards to kind of say, hey, here's what, you know, there's something to work for, you know, and I could have thrown all the promotions out there, obviously, but did you learn anything from it, or was it just more of a, because you never really said anything to me about it,
I think.
Or was you just pissed off? That's kind of where
Did you feel slighted, or did you feel
I did. I felt really slighted. I mean, I felt really jib.
But did you feel like there was a reason for it?
Oh, well, no, nobody really even said why until later on when everybody started.
But you couldn't think of why not?
No, I'm gonna think. Oh, I never thought of it.
Who's hosting the show?
Hey, whoa, hey.
As as a promoter, it's like screw them type of thing. But a lot of our guys on our roster were like, oh well, we don't care. I mean, we didn't have the biggest contention there like New Breed did. I think the entire New Breed roster was there.
Right.
But New Breed and their fans supported it more than I think.
The New Breed fans were amazing.
And except for the GAW fans and even the New Midwest fans, I think even those, I think
Combined.
Combined, I think
They
they
have
were.
a good core. I mean,
they do.
I don't take away from New Breed all that
Yeah.
much.
No, I mean,
But, their fans are probably the best thing they have.
Yeah, I mean, there's
a reason that New Breed is as good as they are, and that's their fans. And I'm not saying that's the only reason.
Right.
But that's the thing, when I think of New Breed that sticks out, I think they have a good core of
they have
fans.
a loyal following.
All right. Well, we're gonna move on. But who do you think should have been nominated that wasn't nominated on there at all? You just think GAW overall should have been nominated, or who stood out? That
See,
should have been
what were some of the other categories? It was Golden Mike Award.
You were nominated for that.
I was nominated. I knew that. Tag Team of the Year. We really didn't have a big tag team. Our tag team roster is horrible. Maybe. See, but the bad thing about GAW is a lot of the guys on the, like you said, our floating roster. I mean, we don't have a solid core, so I can understand why we weren't nominated. And think about it now, but I can think what was some of the other awards. You should have printed it off.
Wrestler of the
I
Year.
asked you if you wanted me to print it off, and you said no. I got it.
I got it. Don't worry.
Wrestler of the Year.
Wrestler of the Year.
Referee of the Year.
No, I think maybe Jason Allen should have been nominated.
Yeah, Jason is a very good ref, actually. Yes.
That's the skinny kid. Looks
Yep.
like a bird.
Yep.
He's cool. I like him.
He was. Carly Rae won it. She's a good referee, but
He looks like one of those orange things that took off their head on
Can
Live.
we-
I just want.
what was it? Should have printed it off. Tell me. Say so awards. You don't know.
I know.
Well, I'm trying to think of Diamond in the Rough. That's what I was trying to.
Diamond in the Rough. Well, I guess we could have put maybe, like Petey Clark or somebody in there. He had a good singles year,
Right.
And he could have been nominated than that. I think the person who won it deserved it.
Right.
Like Wrestler of the Year, I think deserved it. Inspiration of the Year was totally inspirational wrestler was totally agreed with.
I was going
Mike-
to let him do it. I don't think
There wasn't an inspirational.
Was it?
The Respect Award.
Respect Award. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's. It was
What was that? Who won that?
Harker.
Harker. Okay.
I totally agree with I totally agree with all the winners.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I think maybe some JW guys, more
Right.
JW guys should have been pointed out. But
Moving on. What's the future of Hammerlock? You guys got you bought the tape library.
the 4 shows,
Hammerlock.
the 4 shows, we bought the belts.
You know it's never good when you walk into a church and there's a wrestling ring and McIntyre sitting there going, "Hey, you want a beer?"
Well, it was
Which happened to me.
It was a decommissioned church, so it'll be okay. Hammerlock
Drink a lot of beer at many a
is basically we get a lot of emails and stuff of guys that want to be part of GAW.
Right.
So we've all decided that we're going to keep Hammerlock as a promotion. We're going to run probably 4 times a year with Hammerlock. Not in Decatur, just somewhere else.
Right.
We haven't decided that yet. That's why it's fall 2008. But we,
Fall is next month.
yeah, okay.
They're having a board of directors meeting sometime in the future.
Actually, we are. But we want to book a lot of people that nobody really sees and see, because I hate people sending me tapes, and I hate people sending me, check out my MySpace page and look at my matches. I don't know if you get that or not.
Usually the people that call me are the people I've already met or seen.
We get a lot of emails from a lot of people that I've never even heard of. And I don't know if they're a guy that wrestles, underground or not, but it's just like, or trained or anything like that. I mean, anybody can say they're trained and say they're a wrestler, but actually seeing them work,
Right.
and tapes can be edited. If you can see them work live in front of a crowd,
Right.
that's your best.
I hate watching tapes or matches on YouTube.
And so basically, well, we feel, I mean, I don't want to say it's a breeding ground or a developmental territory or
Right.
something like that, because that would be really dumb. But are these guys worth investing our time into putting it into our GAW product?
So, are you going to run storylines, or is that getting too far ahead of the question? Or
We're going to do loosely, probably, I guess you'd say. We're going to have we're going to have a Heaven Rock champion. We're going to have, guys that we know that are proven that can carry a company, so when we go in, fans can get behind that guy
Right.
and stuff like that. So hopefully it works out. If not, we'll just call it a failed success and move on.
Yeah, it's the road that you feel like you need to take in order to learn something.
who you guys in each of your promotions? JC, we'll start with you. Who would you like on the independent scene, Central Illinois, to be the cornerstone of your promotion, a main fixture in your promotion that maybe you haven't booked before, or, you haven't seen in a while? Usually, I would like to have him on my roster.
I would like to have them, and that's Team Dammit.
Oh, okay.
I would love to bring in Team Dammit, but once again, our tag team roster is so weak, and I don't think a lot of our guys honestly could be at that level of Team Dammit. I mean, I'd have to bring in Team Dammit. I'd have to bring in another Chicago team to wrestle them.
Right.
And I would love to build a tag team division around them.
You don't think that if you brought them in and that you don't think anybody could hang with them at all? It'd just be too different. I know that's kind of a tough question. I apologize for putting you on the spot there, but that is basically what you were saying.
Well, yeah, it is. I mean, we got a lot of guys. I mean, we have three established tag teams as of right now. We have the Clarks, which are up there, which I think they have any team that could go with Team Dammit would be the Clarks, which are our current tag team champions. Our second tag team would be the Hooligans, which aren't really that proven
Right.
as a tag team style. So I haven't really seen what they can do.
Right.
So, that's one of those things. So those are our two really main tag teams
Right.
in JW. And the others are single guys put together.
Right.
And, I mean, a dream matchup I would love to see.
Yeah, you're jumping ahead.
Sorry,
That's all right. No, go ahead.
I'll go later.
Go ahead, because we're way behind.
I'll go. A dream matchup I would love to see in Central Illinois is actually Sage and Wells versus Trauma and Willie.
All right.
I think that would be a hell of a match.
It would be. You want to pay for it? Go ahead.
I mean, it's just.
No, I mean, I like Team Dammit. I've every time I see Trauma, he's always asking me why I'm not having him down here. But I love them both. They're both good guys, and if I had the chance or the ability to, I would.
I mean,
that's kind of like your key phrase. If you ever know that's because Stone Cold said so phrase. You gonna pay for it? You ever notice that?
That's the thing. It takes money to make money, man.
exactly. I mean, it's if we're the cornerstone that we're bringing in now is Adam Evans.
Right.
I mean, we're building our heavyweight division, and he's in that division. So, and that's one major player that we've brought in to build the company up. So
Right.
he's our cornerstone.
Right. Justin?
This is just guys I've brought in before. I mean, like I said, usually the guys I truly scout are the people I've already seen before, the people I go to see. But guys I'd like to invest in more. Is that pretty much what we're asking here?
Yeah.
I love Crotch. I love Hunter Matthews. I love.
I know you'd love to do more with Nikki too. Or
Nikki Peanut. I love
Peanut,
her.
yeah.
I was her first, so to speak. The first wrestler she ever managed was this guy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, hey, whoa.
Let's go there.
Hey, whoa.
Clear that up.
God, I hope she's not putting that on her resume.
Shit.
Justin McIntyre is my first.
Anyways, I know you'd like to use her more. That's why I was saying that.
Yeah, well, her, and the Crotch and Nikki together are gold. I mean,
Right.
you get the people behind Crotch, you get them behind him, and then you have her even, pushing that just for that much further is perfect. And like I said, I've been there since day one with her, and she's grown so much,
Right.
and is an awesome manager, and knows her place, and knows what her job is, and does it better than I have seen a lot of people do.
Yeah. I like Nikki.
As far as like, you got like, I like bringing in guys like, because I brought in guys who were already established, like in other places. I brought in like guys from Chicago, not because they needed the spot, but to help out other people, to be backstage and be that kind of example. Danny Daniels once worked for New Midwest Wrestling, or a couple times, because he wanted to work with students of his that he hadn't had the chance to do somewhere else.
Right.
And I did that as a favor to him, and it worked out because he really was a good example in a lot of places.
Right.
But like I said, I usually I like to get people just kind of just to inject it and keep the freshness. Like, I gotta stay loyal to my boys, and I can be loyal to, like, if every day I ever had came up for Hunter Matthews and he was able to do it, I'd love to invest in him. Same with Crotch. Same with a lot of people. I'd love to have a lot more of just the yet to be's. You know what I mean?
Right. What shows do you guys out there would you like to attend more that you don't get an opportunity to go to? Wrestling shows, promotions.
I would like to go to New Breed a lot more. Everybody thinks there that I have this opinion of them, which, and a lot of it's real, but I can't keep that opinion if I haven't seen their show.
Right.
I really can't. I love going to AAW shows. I love Chicago completely. St. Louis, I'd like to go down to see a lot more of those guys, because those guys do call me from time to time, or I'd like to even go down there and work sometime, do business with some people. But yeah, I mean, I'd love just to be able to get out there more. My schedule doesn't permit so much, but when I can, I do, and it's I love to support the product. I'm not looking for free tickets. Don't try it. I pay for it. Like I said, I like to support the product.
Right.
Yep. We were talking before the show started that
In the green room.
in the green room that that I haven't been to a New Midwest show forever, and so I'd like to see some New Midwest. I see New Breed a lot. NGW, I haven't seen an NGW show in a long time. I know it wasn't an NGW show, but it was an NGW-ish.
The VBI.
That was the last show.
Which I'm bound and determined to crash this year. I want to point that out. VBI, dude.
McIntyre's coming.
Yeah, dude. I swear to God, at that place, I'm gonna crash that party big time, and I have my reasons too.
But I haven't. That was the last one I've seen. SLW, like, I just wish I could see some more SLW shows. I've never seen an AAW show, but I don't get to Chicago that often.
Yeah. Better hope you got about 10 hours to spare, because those some bitches run long.
I mean, the last Chicago,
Especially if there's 8 feet of snow outside and it's a trip. Well, we gotta make that an extra right there. We gotta tell that story.
the last Chicago-ish style show I saw was Battle of the Belts 18. That was in Indiana. That was Windy City. So.
Right.
I don't know. I've never seen a Windy City show, but I hear so many great things.
I'd say, and I think I'm going to get a lot of crap from a lot of people over the next year because I'm so busy I'm not able to go to shows anymore, and I'm bound and determined to still hold the MBS Awards because I think that's something Central Illinois needs. Yeah. So it's going to be tougher when it's all over said and done, and there's a lot of questions. But I'm going to need more opinions, and I will get the opinions from everybody and more stuff out there to decide the winners. But anyways, is like you said, you've got so much going on. I've got a family, the wife, the boy. And with the restaurant, it kills me that I'm not able to go to more shows because I love them so much. And I love to come and support you guys and watch your guys' show. But I was thinking about the other day, and I was kicking kicking myself because I'm not able to do that. And I realized, you know what? Having a healthy family and a healthy little boy to spend time with,
Exactly.
really not that bad of a problem.
Yeah, this
to
is
have.
the- yeah,
I mean, I
exactly.
love you guys and I love what you guys do, but it's really not that bad of a
Yeah,
problem.
people
to
are
have.
growing up. People are having 18
Yeah.
kids, Rip Mystic, and you know they can't devote. People
By
are
the time
growing-
this airs, he may have 18.
it's you know if people can grow up, that's fine. I mean, I'm not selling to just one person. I mean,
Right.
that's fine. I'm selling to a mass people. You can always get the word out for me. I mean,
Right.
you liked the product before, but like I said about new breeders, I can't keep an opinion of them if I don't see them.
Right.
But you've got enough officers out there, tell you about stuff.
Right.
That do go to random shows. But SLW, yeah, that's another one I've been wanting to go see for a long
Yeah,
time.
that's
Yeah,
my
he told me that you promised you were going to come down there one time and never did. Well, never was able to make it.
Yeah.
that's my thing is I got some a lot of my guys wrestle other shows, and as soon as the show's over, they'll call me and be like, hey, this is how the show went. I'm like, oh okay. No,
Do you hate it when people they'll talk to you and they'll compare you to other promoters and the way another promoter runs a show?
I've never had that problem.
No.
some other promoters tell me, well, I run my show better than you, but me and him rag on each other a lot. Let's talk about you.
Oh, okay.
There's somebody else.
So you haven't heard then.
But, me and him, we got that relationship as friends that, he'll call me up and say, hey, such from the good promotion. And I'll be like, why is SLW
Oh, then it was
calling
me.
me? And-
Yeah, I called you one night pretty late because somebody had said something about you, and yeah, I was pretty pissed off. Yeah, pissed off. And you said, that's he'd say that to me. He said it there. He'll say it to me. And you said he had said stuff like that to you before. And if he's going to say it to your face, he can throw his opinion out there all the
Yeah,
time.
I mean, like I said, everybody's got their opinion, and like the old adage goes, and everybody's got, opinions are like, they all stink.
Right.
But, and it's like, like I've said, if I want your opinion, I'll give it to you, but it's the old adage of everybody has their opinion, and so.
All right, moving on. Okay, who's your guys' wrestler of the year so far? Overall, Central Illinois, or you can do your own promotion if you'd like. But I mean, who's your wrestler of the year thus far?
I hate to pat myself on the back, but Ben's, that guy has been the total package. He's everybody was like, oh, Ben's is kind of a big sloppy guy. Well, the big sloppy guys have been putting on better matches than a lot of people, based on even just his crowd reaction. That's the thing, is when people rag on Ben's, these are the people that couldn't get half the reaction he gets, and it's not just because he just walks out and goes, or come on, cheer for me.
All right.
He goes out there and he works his butt off. He's worked his butt off for 8 years. The guy's awesome.
I'm interested to see Ben's past the Scotty Cash days, the feud with Scotty Cash.
Yeah.
That's it's like
That's a very good
Spotlight past Eric Logan.
Yeah.
He did a great job, but could he do it? What you think of that? I'm interested to see him pass the Scotty Cash days.
Of course, that's
Yeah.
definitely a valid point, and that's something honestly I honestly haven't truly put much thought.
I guess if nobody knows, Ben's and Scotty Cash have always been one and the same.
Yeah.
Pretty much their entire
They're the
careers.
same person, I think.
Yeah. They're the same person.
Now that Scotty Cash has gone crazy, I don't know. Check the website.
I love Scotty Cash. Scotty Cash got he was one of my picks to host the MBS Awards.
Yeah, oh, you don't want to do that.
He kind of missed the last cut on my decisions, but Scotty, I love, because Scotty's
That
so
would
you can watch
you don't.
Scotty and and maybe he's that good at it, but you can tell that guy's improv.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
he is so good at it.
If me and Scott aren't related, I'll be very, very surprised in a lot of
Really?
ways, because we're too big. We collide more than anybody in the New Midwest locker room.
Really?
Me and him were always there, but we see it for what it's worth. And I love Scott to death. Scotty Cash is actually one of the best human beings I've ever
You
met. in
hug
my
and
life.
kiss at the end of the day. And you guys
I'd make out with him if he let me.
Right.
But anyways, as far as being improv go, there's sometimes where I'm just looking. I'd like to have just me and Scott going back and forth for a while. I guarantee it would be gold.
Right.
But
He says he's clashes with Scotty in the back more than anybody. Who you clash with?
Oh gosh, Danger.
Really?
Danger a lot. Benjamin Taylor. Owner-wise.
Right.
Wrestler-wise, I would have to say it's a person who will not be named.
Voldemort? You have Voldemort wrestling with you? Man, I missed the ball, man. I gotta get to GAW.
All right.
Not August 23rd though.
He'll be there.
All right. Outside of your did you give me a wrestler here?
No, I haven't.
Who's your wrestler here?
Are we going by what they've done or story-wise?
I want your wrestler of the year.
I'd say Eric Upton right now. He has just been on a roll, on a tear ever since. I mean, he just won. He just lost their.
This is what bugs me. I think he's lost more belts than he's ever won, and that's. I don't know how that happens. I'm always looking at him. I'm always like, dude, you've gotten 8 titles in your life, but somehow lost 20. And
Yeah, I ran into Ruffington somewhere. I don't remember where. Yeah.
You guys.
But he was literally heartbroken. He had no belt. It's so funny.
He's got his chance August 23rd.
But speaking of belts, have you seen the new Newbury title?
Yes.
No, I haven't had a chance to look at
Yes,
it.
it's awesome.
Beautiful. Hands down, best belt in
Yeah.
Central Illinois.
Right.
Hands
Yeah.
down. And I think that adds a lot of.
It does add a lot of credibility, I mean, because it's not.
I
It's
couldn't think of credibility.
The
I was-
word? Yeah,
Yeah,
of
I couldn't
course.
think of it.
from Decatur. Where would
Right.
credibility come in?
That hurt.
Springfield, baby, and Peoria. But anyways,
Remind me somebody to look
but
up
that's the thing, 'cause
Nikki's
you-
resume one day.
because you have like the places that just do the modified belts, the modified replica belts, and you know New Midwest doesn't
You
doesn't
can
do
do
that.
modified record
Our
belt.
Central
Yeah.
States title.
Oh, that's right, it is. I'm sorry.
But you know we cut our own plates, that kind of thing, and we actually do it from the ground up. We don't go to nobody. New Breed had the chance to go to somebody, and from what I've seen, it worked, and everybody else is saying it's really good.
Top rope belts.
Oh, is it?
Who did it?
For $70 billion, I know it.
It's pretty
Nice belt.
It's really nice.
Nice belt.